Hey, what's up, y'all? Uh, that's my feeling right now. What's up, y'all? What's up? It is good to be back with y'all on another episode of the Analytical Eye Show. It is your boy Javier. Y'all know, by this point, y'all should know who I am. Cheers. Just water. I'm trying to stop with all of the excess drinking of soda because not only of all that sugar that we shouldn't have in our bodies, um, also just because I'm on a diet. Sorry, y'all. A lot of stuff is going on. So when you are in my type of life, yes, I'm sure y'all can see I still got my Nutcracker. Yes, I still got my Santa Claus and Santa Clauses, I should say. I got this one from CVS, and then I got these from when I used to work at Ross. Oop, the thing. Ghetto at its best, right? Just shit is falling, whatever. Also got this Santa Claus. This is a nice Santa Claus. I like this one. I got both those small ones at CVS. I got a whole bunch of the bigger ones from Ross and stuff like that. But yes, I still got my tree up. I still got my decorations up. I look tired. I apologize. Lots been going on. Today's very gloomy and everything like that. Now, I'm just going to be honest. As I'm filming this, I am filming this as I then upload it. So either I film this the day before or the day of. So I'm trying to get in the habit of getting into the advanced stages. I didn't upload on Sunday just because I ain't had no time to film. I was helping my friend last minute. She didn't tell me that she had to move, and I was supposed to have filmed on Friday, then Saturday, and then Sunday, and then upload on Sunday, and I didn't do that. And I was gonna do yesterday, but I did hit the gym, and I was still at her house a little bit, and I was just out of it. And then you got today, which is Tuesday, so I'm gonna be uploading tomorrow. So when you all see this, it'll be then. But nonetheless, I hope y'all are having a good day. Obviously, the inauguration's already happened by this point, and shit is hitting the fans, child. And child, I have nothing to say. Because I'm here to talk to you about things that meet the eye daily, things that are of importance to us, black people, things that are important to. Ideally, this show is really more tailored to black folks, but I want everybody and their mama to tune in. Whether you're black, white, Asian, Mexican, Indonesian, whatever you are, please tune in and listen to anything I've got to say, because yes, I mainly direct this shit at black and white people, really, and our dynamic as being black and white people, mainly in this country. I like to hopefully think that everything I say on this podcast is for anybody and everybody to hear. So, but the only reason why I only really speak on black and white people is because I feel like I can, because I understand the dynamic. But today is not going to be talking about anything. We're going to talk about life and love, okay? These last couple of days have been just a joy with shit that I like. I saw a raccoon at work and it just had me dying. And I remember that I used to use that, like, what the fuck is dying? Still, some words I kind of still, I'm like confused on, but I guess you can say dying, or I was just laughing so fucking hard. It was crazy. Because even though we play on words like, oh, I'm dying, or whatever like that, I don't really like saying that. But no, that raccoon I had saw this raccoon at work, and I went, and it literally came in front. But if y'all see the video, I'm gonna have to probably just post the video. I'm not gonna do it. I don't usually try to put stuff on this podcast just because I like editing, but I don't want to be complicated and sophisticated and all the other shit with this podcast. I just want it to be what it is, raw, cut. Add a couple of credits, add the fun fact for the day, and keep it pushing. Y'all go about your everyday life. But I'm gonna probably try to post that video because this shit was funny as fuck. I also saw a video today. First time I ever seen a deaf person have road rage, and that shit had me laughing my ass off in the bed, like just going crazy. So there's that. But today is really just about the shit that I love that white people do. And I literally mean, and I don't mean that sarcastically. I don't mean that in any way, shape, or form other than I love white people. And I think the reason why I emotionally gravitate more with white people, especially when it comes to when I date, like, because let's be real, I have no emotional feeling, which I think I need to talk about this in another podcast, but I don't have an emotional feeling to black men. I think just because I wasn't raised by men, I was raised by women, and particularly black women. But it wasn't that they didn't teach me to not, it wasn't that they taught me to not love black men or to respect or emote, but it was just, I think because my sperm donor, the way that he operates in life, and let me say this, he's not full on black. If anything, to be honest, he's not really black. He's more just Guyanese. Um, so that's more like Spanish-ish, Indian type. But anyways, not to go off on ancestry shit. Um, it just, I never really connected with black men. I've connected well with white men more. And it's not just like love life wise or anything that has to do with, I'm just talking about literally the dynamic, the connection. I identify a lot more with white people. Let me just say that. And I don't know what this episode is gonna be called. Usually I have an idea in my mind. I think I'm just gonna entitle it what white people shit that I like to do. I don't know, but I think a lot of my friends they're not white, they're black or they're mixed or whatever. So I have a multitude of a melting pot of friends. But pretty much all of them are females. My first male friend, which his name is, not my first male friend, because I had a male friend, like my childhood quote unquote best friend, and I put that in quotation marks because I wouldn't say childhood best friend because we kind of strayed away, but his name was Elias. He was black. But ever since from that point on to now, I've never had a male friend because I don't connect. And on one hand, it could be the flamboyancy about me and the fact that I don't want to come off as like, a lot of times they're like, oh, I don't do that gay shit, or they just, I don't know, it's just something about dudes I just can't get with. And even females I can't get with. So and a lot of the people that I gravitate towards is older people. You see what I'm saying? Because that's where the wisdom is. That's where the knowledge and the inspiration comes from. That's where the stories, because I'm a storyteller. I write movies. I write poems. I write songs. I, write TV shows. That's what my goal is in life, is to do that. And be an actor. So all of those things coming together, singer, touring, all that stuff comes into play for acting and telling a story. And I don't really get that from my type of people, meaning this generation I'm a part of. I think that I have an old soul. A lot of people say I have an old soul. They think I'm more wiser than my years. I know that may not display that on this podcast, but I feel like because I'm comfortable enough to talk through this camera to y'all, you see what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, back to what I was saying, because I kind of got off on a little bit of a tangent there for a second. Y'all kind of notice y'all know I do that. I don't really necessarily fully identify, like I can't really emote with, I think if it's outside of, this is going to come off very harsh, and I don't want this to come off the wrong way as I'm being racist to my own kind. But if it's not anything outside of, like, I love black unity, black love seeing a black man love on a black woman. I love that, especially a black woman loving on a black man, as you black women, black queens have always done. For me in particular, if it's anything outside of fighting for racial equality or for the betterment of my brothers, that affirmative action type of thing, if it's not anything that has to do with protesting, I don't really feel any emotions. And maybe on a sad level, I guess you can say, maybe. It doesn't mean I don't respect my fellow brothers. It doesn't mean that I stereotype my fellow brothers. Because I don't. Just don't. And I think it also comes from being so, I had an episode in season 1 called 4 Walls. Getting out of the 4 walls of your community. And I feel with a lot of brothers, they don't want to get outside of their community. They don't want to travel. They don't want to just do shit. Now, the shit I'm about to mention, I get it, maybe life or death, or it's like you already got shit on your back as a black man. I'll be why the fuck you gonna sit up here and just speed up or increase the likelihood of you dying? Or is this shit that you just won't do? But I have my white people shit, but within limitations and reasons. Not because of my blackness. And I know y'all like, why is everything he always talk about gotta put race into it? but it's just because it is just white people shit that white people do that I actually love to do. Like skydiving. Now, I'm not saying that black people ain't skydived before. Skydove, skydive, whatever the present or past tense or current tense you would put on it. I don't really see a lot of black people skydiving. I love to do that. I haven't done it yet, but I love to. I want to go ziplining. Now, one thing I'll say is they have a place down here called Gatorland, and my boo wants to take me because we have this little competition thing going on. But my thing is this: I'm not going to zip line over no damn alligators. One, that's white people shit. Two, I'm already risking my life in the sky, zip lining across this damn tethered rope to the other side. And then you want me to risk it, increase my chances of falling to my death, plundering to my death, but making sure for certain that, okay, no, I'm not going to break an ankle, just break an ankle, or mess up my back. I'm going to fall into an entrapment of alligators. That's for sure going to just chomp me up. And as black as I am, they gonna love all this. So no. And somebody had a comment. What's in my book? Somebody had said a comment. They don't eat black meat. They don't eat. They like white meat. They don't really like brown meat. I forgot who said that. It was not a racial comment made, and I didn't feel any types of way about it. It's just a joke being made. I think it was either my friend Prakash or maybe my boo said it or something like that. But it was just something out there in the blue. It was just funny. Something that made me laugh. But I'm not gonna do that. That's white people shit. But I would love to zip line, just not over a bunch of alligators. But I may have no choice. But I'm only saying that because I be the one, the way my life operates, I be the one that fall into that entrapment. Or I stop and get stuck right in the middle and can't go no damn where. And then can't hold on long enough. And then, or the rope break on me. Like, I be the one that end up on the news. We're here reporting live from channel, what number we have here? I think it's 2, 3 or something like that. I know it's Welsh Orlando. From Welsh Orlando, ABC News, where a African-American male, Aviar Trailbasser Rutherford, has fallen into the entrapment of alligators here at Gatorland. He was ziplining, and when he ziplined, he fell off into the entrapment when the ziplining stopped in the middle, and he couldn't hold on for dear life anymore. Steve, back to you. Like, it'd be me. It'd be me. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I love white people shit. I'm a daredevil. Let's see. What else? I will say I believe in ghosts. I believe in aliens. Yes, I do. Now as far as the ghost thing, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit of a story. Back when I was a kid, hold on one moment, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Anyways, when I was young, I had seen many ghosts, and we used to have a miniature Dutch hound named Snoopy, and he would always go to that corner because my stepdad had all of his judo stuff up, all of his Japanese origamis and the fans. He had this one big Japanese fan on the wall and all these different laminated Japanese, like, one word language things for like love life or whatever, something inspirational was on the wall, but they kept falling down. We'd always wonder why, and we'd always wonder why the dog would go over there and bark. But I would always get awakened in the middle of the night like it was a double dream almost, where this big lady that was in all, she was white, she was black, but she was like, seemed like she was just painted all white, but also because she was a ghost, but she also was like deliberately painted white, would come in the middle of the night, almost like Aunt Jemima or something, and she would come in and she would bust in the room and say, "Get your ass out of bed and come wash these dishes." And every dish would be pulled out of the cabinets, and I would have to do this every single night in my dream, and so much so it was taunting to me. And then I also would see I would get these bad auras and bad stuff around the house that was like demonic presence and stuff. And then my mom took the blessed virgin olive oil and blessed me. That the whole thing made me drink some of it. Shit was disgusting. And then from that point on, I started seeing happy ghosts. And then it got better to where now I feel somewhat of a presence, but I haven't really focused on it since I was a kid enough to like pay attention to see if I see ghosts now still. But yeah, I've seen ghosts before in my life. Let's see. So that was a kid. I also have seen my mom's guardian angel. I remember when I was a little kid, we used to have that. I used to have a night light, not the actual ones you plug into the wall, but that I used to have one of those. But another one we used to do was have those colored light bulbs you just put on the lamp in the lamp. So at one point we had one for orange, which was like Halloween esque, but then we turned it to purple. And I think that was when I saw my mom's guardian angel because she reminded me a lot of like Patti LaBelle. She looked like a mixture of Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight put together in one, and she looked so peaceful, but I didn't say shit. And I think that it was on like I think I only saw her like one time when my mom was laying next to me on the floor because we didn't have beds at the time. I was only a boy at this point. I was still like 7 years old. Um, so that was another instance too. But ever since that, I ain't seen her. Which is so weird because you usually don't see somebody else's guardian angel, but and the only reason why I say I know it was her guardian angel because that's the presence she gave off. There's no other explanation I can give for that. It was such a earthly, godly presence about this woman that she just I knew it was her because you know what I'm saying. It was just I can't explain it, so don't ask me about it, don't question me about it. How you nothing. I just know it was my gut. It was like my spirit connecting with her spirit. So yeah, so I believed in that. I love white people shit like snowboarding. I've only been one time, but I love it. It's almost like skateboarding, which I love to do as well. And I only know basic fundamentals about skateboarding, but it kind of when you do snowboarding and skateboarding, it's kind of in the same realm. Just more twisting and even more balanced than before. But I was about to go to the top of the mountain. They were gonna take me down to the top. They were gonna take me up to the top of the mountain and have me come all the way down. But we didn't have enough time. I went on a school trip, so there's that. I love horseback. I ain't gonna lie, the horseback riding hurt as fuck because I didn't realize how hard that shit would be you be bouncing. But I love doing that. I love camping. I love hunting, fishing. Now I know a lot of this stuff. Some black people do this shit too, but not. I'm gonna say the people from my community that I grew up with, and the people that I see, a lot of black people I see, they don't do this type of stuff, and it's really adventurous shit. I love to do it. I want to do it, and I'll continue to do it over and over and over. One thing I want to do that I know definitely ain't on black people's bucket list is I want to go to the moon. I want to go in outer space. Now, I'll be the one that probably go up there and blow up or can't come back down. But I want to do it. I don't know. It's just that type of shit is just once in a lifetime experience that you will never be able to get. So it's one thing I want to do, but at the same time, it's a little eerie to me, at least to go out to the outer space because it's so dark out there and there's nothing but stars. And what if I get swallowed into a black hole? Or I get pushed out of the universe, or I mean, I know that's fairly far-fetched, but I'd be the one to probably burn up on the sun or some shit like that. So, I love doing white people shit. White people, y'all live like there's no tomorrow. Like y'all will go investigate Michael Myers when y'all know his ass is out there killing motherfuckers. You would hear a thump. And you know Michael Myers is back in the community, and you will go investigate that thump. And then when he come and scare you, you want to run away and help me. I'm not gonna do that. Nah, I ain't that damn stupid. But I love doing white people shit. White people, y'all amaze me every time with shit. You know, you just live life so free and find new adventures. I also want to try surfing. I think that would be a fun thing for me. Let's see what else. Like I just love doing everything white people shit related because it's fun. It looks fun. It looks freeing. You know. Just to be one with, and a lot of the shit that y'all do, white people, is with nature. See, black people, I think because we were slaves at one point in time, which were technically back then Africans, then turned blacks, you know, because, you know, we lost that aspect of our traditions, African traditions, or wherever we were in Africa that, you know, we were then brought to this land. And then we were stripped away from all those things. So I think it's like, for example, the farming aspect. It's like, why the fuck we gonna sit up here and farm? We already were slaves. We don't want to be out there. We good. But I love being in rural areas. I love the desert. I love the countryside of shit. If I was in a rainforest, I don't want to be out there with the snakes and shit like that. But I would love to do that type of shit. I just love nature shit. Like I would love to go to the safari, the Serengeti. Just I love all of the shit that has to do with just being outside. You know what I'm saying? It's just so peaceful to me. And it's amazing. To me, it's just very amazing. I love hiking and would love to do mountain rock climbing and all of just a whole bunch of shit. Just a whole bunch of shit. And for me, my apologies. Am I? Do I have a afraid? Do I have a scare? Do I have a? Do I have? Am I afraid of heights? I think initially once I'm in it, I'm like, oh shit. Like if I'm on a roller coaster, I'm like, oh shit, oh shit. But then after once we start going, I kind of my body like there's something that comes over my spirit and my gut and says, Javier, if you die, you're just gonna die. But it's not necessarily telling me, Javier, if you're gonna die, you're gonna die. It's really just like I just feel it. My spirit just like levitates, and I feel free. So much so that I kind of just get quiet and in awe. You know what I'm saying? It's just very. Is cumbersome the word or cumbersome? It's just very calming, very soothing. Um, One thing I probably won't be able to ever get into is golf because I don't know nothing about that. Can't really, probably won't be able to get into ice skating either. That's a lot of a white people thing too. I feel. Um, there's certain things I just won't be able to do or get into. I just love like white people. I love y'all so much. I'm kind of jelly, which is jealous. Jelly. I'm a little jelly that y'all got. I've never. I mean, I've seen this in other races and ethnicities before, but white people, y'all are the only ones I've ever seen that got green eyes. Y'all got hazel eyes. Y'all got blue eyes. Y'all got gray eyes. Y'all got all the eyes. Why can't I get? So then, yeah, these are context. These are not my real color eyes. If y'all have seen the previous episodes, y'all have seen I've worn glasses, and y'all have seen me have pretty much black eyes. And up to a certain age, I didn't realize my eyes were brown. I thought they were black. I'm like, where do you see the brown at? Because I'm trying to see what you're seeing. You see what I'm saying? But these are really supposed to be sterling silver. But when you put them on, they kind of make it look bluish. But it enhances my already fathom complexion, if you will. But I didn't get these so I can be like, oh, let me be like white people. No, I just wanted context, and I was like, cool, it'd be cool to have some color. I actually would love to get red, and that'd be nice if somebody ever pissed me off, especially at work, and I just, I'm looking away from it, and then just turn around and be like, what'd you say? And then he freaked the fuck out, like, oh shit, like, but that'd be cool. I just love how white people operate in their life. I love it. I love how they're all about. Even though they don't do it the right way, y'all talk, ownership and things like that. There's black people. There's some shit. There's a lot of shit we can learn from these white folks. For real. Let's be real. There's a lot of shit that we can learn from our brothers and sisters that are white. They do a lot of shit that we need to tap into. We need to tap into this investment shit. Excuse me. We need to tap into. We need to tap into land again, tapping into like that ownership of buying land and passing shit down from. Cause I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of shit that white people pass down from generation, and not all of it is off the backs of slavery. So let me just say that. Not everything's off the backs of Jim Crow. Not everything's off the backs of segregation. All the shit that was done to black people in this country and around the world to suppress us. Off the backs of us. A lot of it has, but not a lot of it hasn't. A lot of it hasn't. I admire the entrepreneurship that a lot of white people have. A lot of white people have. There's some shit that y'all white people can learn from about us. Like when y'all get down and out with y'all money, like when the when recessions happen and like something that's leading to potentially the Great Depression again, black people, we calm because we not new to this. We true to this. We know about the struggle. We know about struggling and all the shit that we have to go through. So it's not something that do we like it? No, but it's just something that we understand and has been part of our part of us for so long that we're used to it. We are used to it. And so, sorry, I know I'm like probably touching my nose. I'm trying not to dig, which I don't usually do. But it's with the season, the weather changing down here in Florida, where one week it's 60s and 70s to now we're in the 30s and 40s and keep going back and forth. And then, my nose has been always bothering me and stuff, and I hate that. So I apologize. But I just love doing white people shit, y'all. I love getting out of my comfort zone. I love being a daredevil. I love doing shit that not everybody would normally do. And I have actually a lot of my friends that are ethnic, that are black. They're also Hispanic, and I have a friend that's from Dominica. I thought that was another thing for not demonic. Excuse me. I thought it was adjacent or a city inside of the Dominican Republic, but it's a completely different country. But I have a lot of friends that are into a lot of the shit that I do, or some of the shit that I do. But at the same time, I'm not fully black. Part of my mom's side of the family is black, but everybody else, everybody other than that is either white from like UK, which is France, and Guyanese, potentially maybe West Indian or just Indian in general. I'm not too sure. I have to do an ancestry or like one of those things where they take your blood or whatever, and they try to figure out your heritage and what percentages you are. I think also with Ancestry.com they can do that. You can also take that blood test where it tells you the exact percentages. Sorry, excuse my lips are dry. That's why I'm looking at them. Where they tell you the percentages of how much black are you, or how much white is in you, or how much this, that, whatever races is in you. I do know that I'm Asian. I have some Asian in me. I know there's Scottish in me. There is France/UK, you could say. I know there's black Negro in me, which is African descent. But then also Guyanese is African descent. I know that there is probably some Indian in me. So I know those things. I just don't know the percentages or like what all is what. But if you look at my grandfather, he looks damn Asian. He looks like a dark-skinned Asian dude. Like he could be not like Jackie Chan. Like he looks like Jackie Chan, but he looked like he's Asian. He's Asian. If I put a picture up and show y'all, and then my grandmother looks complete opposite. She looks very Indian-like. Like she could be maybe my friend Prakash's grandmother or something like that. Like, but that's my grandmother, but they both are from Guyana, South America. But then there's also some Spanish and Latin in there too, because Guyana is in South America, which is mainly Spanish and Latin and stuff like that. So there's that. So I'm a multitude of things. And I remember one time when I was working at Home Depot, my friend Sky and a whole bunch of the other co-workers at the time that were my friends, they had a kind of a problem with me not just saying I'm not not fully black. And they kind of had a problem with that. And I don't understand why black people, when y'all... Now, me, I'm going to come off and say it. Now, do I ride hard for my black folks? Yes, I do. But if it really came down to it, if they say, what ethnicities are you? I'm not going to say I'm black. When I ain't going to lie, when I first started applying for jobs and stuff, I did put black. But now I put every single thing that I am. I'm also white/Caucasian or European descent or whatever. I put black/African descent. I put Asian on there. I put other because there's other shit that they don't put on there. I also put, I think it's the American Indian, and the only reason why I say that is because I didn't realize this until recently, that a lot of times people classify American Indian as far as like American Indian from like South. They not just America itself, but they consider from all the Americas in a sense, like, especially South America, because I'd seen it on I think I was what application was it? I think I was doing the USPS application because I was just trying to get a better job with better hours and shit like that, because this overnight shit is killing me. But I think they put on the parentheses like Spanish slash South American type stuff. I was like, oh, really? So I do classify as that, because I used to just put every damn thing. I'm mixed with all of it. But now I know that's one of the benchmarkers for it. So I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, I'm mixed with everything. And I remember when I had that, there was a debate, and they just like, oh, you just don't even say that you black. No, I mean, yeah, if you look at my skin, I mean, what a white person gonna just say, oh, that's a black person, because that's just what I appear as. But really, if you look at what makes up all this good chocolateness on me, it's not just black. Now, does it mainly come from black? Yes, it do. But at the same time, I'm more than just black, which I like to celebrate and exude all the things of me. So maybe that's the reason why I do a lot of non-black shit. But I also got black tendencies as well. Trust me. If I went through the list, not just the good, but the bad shit, that is, oh yeah, you black. Number one, I'm always on CP time. I'm always am fucking late. I can't, for the life of me, be on time for shit. Don't know why. And feel like it's gotten worse over the years with shit. But that's number one at the top of the list if you want to ask me. Number two is soul food. That's my number one food, and it's food got to be seasoned. If I can't taste that salt, you ain't seasoned the goddamn thing. I'm telling you. So, but I think that's also an ethnic thing. But in a sense, my friend Jeanette, no offense, I love you, Jeanette, if you ever watch this, but she don't add a lot of salt. She don't add a lot of black pepper stuff, and I have to go behind it, on my own little plate. Like, look, what's the salt, little black pepper? Sometimes I think she get a little offended with it, but girl, I can't taste the salt. And I know that's not good because your heart you're really not supposed to consume no more than 1,000 milligrams of sodium per day. But if you look at how much sodium is in our foods and all the shit, it's just high. I just got to figure out a way to get some low sodium shit, just so I don't, attack my heart, because I want to live as long as I possibly can. I would love to get to 100, like I think I've told y'all that before, but I'll settle for 88, God. But I would love that 100 marker to say I've lived a century. That's another check. That's another thing I want on my list, is to live to be 100. You can add that and a lot of white people live to be 100 too, so you add that to the list too. But I want a good amount of 100. I want good 100 years, not just I made it by drinking kale, and that's some. I don't do that now. That's some white people shit, y'all. I don't do. I ain't drinking no damn kale. I'm not going on no damn vegetation diet. I'm a carnivore. I got to have my meats. I got to have everything. Okay. I cannot go without the protein. I can't go without the carbs, and I can't go without the vegetables and stuff. I don't know what they would call the vegetables as fruits and stuff like that, but you get what I'm saying, because that's not carbs related, but you get what I'm saying. But I love that. Another thing I love that white people do is they try their best to be as healthy as they possibly can be. Not just because they may be health tonics or people that go to the gym and work out on stuff like that, but they do try to eat a lot more healthy than us black folks. And that's one thing black folks we gotta get better at. And we can't keep blaming it on, our ancestors were fed, because I've talked about, I think I may have mentioned that on this show, how our ancestors were fed the scraps, and this is why soul food has came about. And even I had to argue with my boo about it, because he's over talking about it. So I'm glad to argue with him, like, dude, I know I'm black, even so much so he made me question, like, wait, really, where did soul food come from? But I know what the fuck soul food came from, even after I did my research to confirm what I was thinking already, and what I've known all these years, that soul food came from slavery, because we were fed the scraps, and white people fed us what was the scraps, and so that's why we have chitlins and all the other shit we have, and hog mogs and pig's feet and all the other shit we do. So I get it. I love my soul food today off, but we do have to eat better, black people. We gotta drink better. We gotta exercise. We gotta get in the gym. We gotta drink lots of water. We gotta go to the park. We gotta, we gotta get out. We gotta get out and do our things. And one thing I love that white people also do is they always take care of their stuff. And they got lots of plants. They take care of their gardens and stuff like that. No matter if they live in a town, if they got a little garden somewhere growing, doing some stuff. I just love that about white people. Another thing I think I love about white people is that they always have memorabilia. They always have these little things around the house, and they keep, they're so attentive. If you look at, all of the pictures that are through the years and stuff, maybe it's just my family, we don't do that anymore, but I do notice, at least the generations have just changed where shit is just, you know what I'm saying? With just, how, yeah, so. One thing I love about white people is they stick together no matter what. What I mean by that is black people, we have a tendency to hold each other. We protect each other to a fault. And white people do the same thing. But what I'm saying is they support everything. Everything. Black people, we are so ready to ridicule each other over a TV show or a movie. We don't support our own anymore. We don't buy records. We're not, so, when they talked about how R&B is dead, it's not dead, it's just, we've lost our way when it comes to love, black people. And I'm at fault for it too. So anything I say on this podcast, I want y'all to know I'm talking about me too. It's not just Taylor Toe. I'm pointing the finger at y'all. I may say y'all, but it's y'all as in me too. So like they say, you got one finger pointing at them, you got was that 3 or 4 fingers pointing back at you. So I'm talking about when I say it's we, because I speak French, so we. But yeah, I love white people. I love y'all. I don't want y'all, and that's the thing. I've never done episodes, so I want this was really tailored to the white folks and to everybody out there that may have some whiteness in them, because pretty much we all do, whether it was rape or not. Just saying, not trying to go down the dark hole, but I'm just saying. But white people, I love y'all. I love y'all. I really, really do. There's just the aura about y'all that are just so free. And then now I'm not gonna go into because this is a white country and this is why y'all able to do what the fuck y'all want to do, even whether it's good, bad, or the ugly. I'm just saying that there's always a route that y'all take that is very I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. It's very just out there, obtuse. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do some shit that like when we be like, oh, here we done thought we got the max of it. Then here y'all come with something else and be like, oh shit, we know. I just love. I love y'all. I love how y'all. I love how y'all are always. I love Southern Belles too. The old school Southern Belle ladies that just sit on their porch, read their books, water their plants, and be nosy. I just love. I also love old white women, cause old white women get down. Y'all be ready to have fun, have a party, just do shit that you wouldn't think that I wouldn't think that white people would know to do or to want to or love to do. And we need to give more credit to our white brothers and sisters, cause they know how to get down with the get down. They know how to get down with the get down. And I'm not just talking about the black get down with the get down. I'm talking about the white people version of getting down with the get down. And they are so, I'm telling y'all, black people, we gotta learn from our white people. Look at our white people. Be friends with our white. Oh, there was a post that I had read, and this made no sense. It was, oh my God, if I can find it right now, please tell me I can find it. I hope I can real quick. And then I'm gonna move on to the fun fact. It says, don't trust no black person that trusts white people. That's law. And I'm going to do a separate episode on that because I got to talk to my black people about this. I'm sure a black person done posted this bullshit. But what the fuck is you talking about? Don't trust no black person that trusts white people. Well, guess what? To all the black people out there that it may have seen all of my episodes and then up until this point want to then say, oh, he ain't black no more. Well, guess what? I trust black people. Just like I trust white, I'm so sorry. I trust white people, just like I trust my black folks. I love my white people. I respect my white people. Remember, like I said in a previous episode, you ain't gotta like white people. You don't have to accept them, but you have to respect them. And the same thing goes for y'all white people too, because a lot of y'all out there don't be doing this shit too. But I'm just gonna say it for the white folks. You ain't gotta like black people. You ain't gotta accept black people. But guess what? Your ancestors stole us from our native land and brought us over here, so you have to respect that we here and respect our presence. That's all I'm going to say and leave it there. But I love my white people. And I love being friends with white people. I love it. Y'all cool. Y'all cool as fuck. And once we break down that barrier of just being white versus black, promise you, we will be better together. Because guess what? We all came from Adam and Eve, so that's all incest. At that point, I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm just gonna put that on you so you can marinate on it. See what I'm saying? Let it cross your mind and enter it and think about it for a little bit. Just think. But I love y'all again. Thank y'all for watching another episode of the Analytical Eye Show. Let's get into our fun fact for the day. Who we gonna talk about today? I always have a list of stuff, so just give me 1 second. Okay, so today we are going to talk about Mr. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up his dang on name. I just had it. Hold on. we're going to talk about Mr. John Hope Franklin. He was an American historian. He was born January 2nd, 1915, so he just had a birthday not that long ago, so happy belated birthday to you, sir. And he was born in Rentsville, Oklahoma, and he died March 25th, 2009 in Durham, North Carolina. And so John Hope Franklin was an American historian of the United States and a former president of Phi Beta Kappa, the Organization of American Historians, the American Historians Association, and the Southern Historical Association. Franklin was best known for his work entitled "From Slavery to Freedom," first published in 1947 and continually updated. More than 3 million copies have been sold. That's nice. That's a benchmark that not everybody meets. In 1995, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. He is an alma mater from Fisk University with his bachelor's, his BA in 1935, and he graduated from Harvard with his MA in 1936, his PhD in 1941. Like I said, his occupation was a scholar, historian, an author, and a professor. And he was married to Aurelia Whittington Franklin. Let me not mention that because he got a divorce. I'm sorry about that. It's not funny he got a divorce. I'm just saying, like, I should have read. I'm kind of skimming through some. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. As y'all can see, I don't know if my eyes are red or not. But some of his honors, like I said, it did include the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1995. He got the John W. Koch Prize in Human Sciences in 2006. He was named one of the 100. He was named in one. He's named in the list of 100 greatest African Americans in 2002. He got the Manley Distinguished Service Professor at the University of Chicago in 1969. He also was honored with the James B. Duke Professor of History at Duke Jefferson Lecturer in 1976. So I just want to thank you so much, John Hope Franklin, for all you've done. You've given us much hope, much inspiration, much aptitude, much knowledge, much Black excellence. We thank you so much, sir, and we honor you today. And I will see y'all on another episode of the Analytical Eye Show. As always, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And because TikTok is now back up for 90 days or so, on TikTok at Javier Vassell. You can follow the show on Facebook and Instagram at The Analytical Eye Show, and on Twitter at iAnalytical. Again, I'm trying to get that changed and figure that out, but I'm going to leave that alone for right now. Still working on getting Spotify set up, Apple Podcasts, which will come on season 5, along with new co-hosts and stuff. I got some yeses. So we about to be rocking and rolling come time for my 25th birthday, celebrating 25 years on this earth, a quarter century of my life. Hopefully I can make it the next 3/4 centuries. A little bit more if so. But if not, that's okay too. But I thank y'all so much again for watching the Analytical Eye Show. Make sure y'all take out the time to talk about things that meet the eye daily and love on our white people out there, our brothers and sisters. Yes, indeed. I love y'all so much. Cheers to you all. Have a good day, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Analytical Eye Show. Sorry, my lisp. The Analytical Eye Show is presented by Analytical Eye Productions, a AAVR company.